Hi, this is Sunsun Mashi, and this is gonna be probably one of my favorite pick a card readings yet. This is gonna be a new moon reading, and I reset all my decks. So if I were to show you guys, as you can see, it's like all in order. The major arcana are all in order too. So all of my decks have been reset. Because I'm setting the intention of a fresh start with this new moon energy. So I'm really excited to see what kind of readings come out from this. I'm gonna get a bit into what I did, because like, check it out, guys. I actually like hella prepared for this one. So like, I put a bunch of stuff, but I don't want to show you that yet. Because first, I want you guys to pick a reading number 1, 2, 3, or 4. And this is going to be split up into 4 videos. I point out 2, but I mean 4. Whoops. But yeah, there's going to be 4 videos because I get the feeling each of my readings are going to be really long. So just click in the description below for either reading number 1, which is going to have a timestamp, reading number 2, reading number 3, or reading number 4. So reading number 1, the crystals are chrysoprase, citrine, aquamarine, and serpentine. So that's reading number 1. Reading number 2 is honey calcite, sunstone, amazonite, and blue goldstone. And then reading number 3 is orange calcite, moonstone, lapis lazuli, and opalite. And then reading number 4 is fluorite, indigo gabbro, goldstone. Let me see if I can show you that. It like has like gold sparkles in it. Yeah, there we go. You can kind of see it. And this is just literally like a rock. I'm gonna call it bluestone, but like seriously, I was just at this sort of shopping center, and they just have a bunch of these, and one was like on the ground out of like the thing it was supposed to be in, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll take it. And so that's why I have that. And I don't have another crystal, so that's why I'm using it. So whichever one you resonated with, or all of them, or some of them, or none of them, you know, then I guess click away, you know. But yeah, whichever one you choose, again, you can choose multiple. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with reading number 1, and I'm actually gonna move this to the bed as we do this. So first things first, I'm gonna I might do everything live. I know I should pause and stuff, but I don't know. I like hanging out with you guys like 100% of the way. I feel like when I pause sometimes, I'm like, I don't know. I just kind of like chilling with the camera going live, if that makes sense. In the future, guys, I plan on doing live readings, or just live videos, really. So if anyone's interested in that, please let me know, because that'll like get me really excited if it turns out you guys want to like hang out with me live. So yeah, reading number 1, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So this one is a love reading. This applies to pretty much anyone, twin flames, soulmates, whoever. Though in my like how I feel about twin flames is that everybody has one. So to me, this is a twin flame reading, but again, whatever it is to you, that's like definitely more important. Unless if none of the messages resonate, then of course just like toss those messages. But oh yeah, what I was gonna do. So I plan on writing out each of the crystals. So chrysoprase, and then I'm counting it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's deck number 3. Oh wait, I'm going off of 4s. My bad. I'm supposed to be going off of 6s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So deck number 5 is my deck number 1. Yeah, hopefully you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Aquamarine. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to pause and then show you guys my process because I do need to save time. Okay, I kind of figured it out as I went. So basically I had a total of 6 decks here. Decks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And so I counted every 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I took the 5th deck, and then there were only 5 remaining. So I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I took that 5th deck, and there were 4 remaining. So I went 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That was the 3rd deck. And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. And then I took the very first deck over here. So yeah, that's kind of the method I chose for this. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna grab these decks over there, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm like really excited about this, guys. Also, in case it's hard to hear me in this video, I'm actually gonna write out the subtitles for this video because I'm just like so excited about this one. Need to make space. Okay, let's get started. Oh yeah, and the reason I'm talking about subtitles is because, I should check the angle and make sure you can see the cards. I'll like go ahead and create an amount of space for a range, and then I'll look at the camera. It's funny, even when I'm trying to like plan this out, it feels so like improvised. Okay, it's a good thing I looked at this, because something like that. Yeah. Alright, hopefully you guys can see all the cards as I do this. Oh. I'm excited. Oh, I hope I don't run out of storage space. Okay. I don't need like any of those pillows, just one. Alright, so I think this was deck number 1. This was deck number 2, deck number 3, and deck number 4. So I'm going to shuffle out all deck number 1 first. I'll save time. I'm going to pause, shuffle all these decks, and it's really fun to watch the cards fly out. And I like watching my videos later and watching the cards fly out, but I'm going to pause for your guys' sake. Nah. Sorry. I'll just put a timestamp for you guys. I like watching my videos, and I don't know, like to reminisce over like, oh, that one time that the cards came out like this. Because honestly, I never remember how they come out until I watch my video again, and I'm like, oh, whoa. Sometimes it's really fun, because like, some of them will like, and like flip into place and stuff. Alright. So, I'm just going to let them come as they come. This way. And I'm not taking reversals for these ones, just so you guys know. 2 extra cards are actually going to come out. Okay, so that was deck number 1. So honestly, this is a twin flame reading, is the way I'm seeing it, but you can just see this as other person and yourself, or if you don't resonate with twin flame. But your twin flame, your divine masculine, is working on rebuilding themselves right now. These are kind of like the outer parts. This is something more about the physical world, but it might get a little more deeper as we go down. I remember that, are also doing a lot of healing with their heart chakra. They're like rebuilding their heart chakra, their space for love, and they are also, in the same regards of love, focusing on moving on from it. So they are definitely in a recovering state, I would say. I feel like something else with moving on is that this is something that is kind of like guided divinely, if that makes sense. Kind of like it was just meant to happen, or they might see it as like it was meant to be, so to speak. Like this moving on process, it was like crown chakra is like your connectivity to the universe. So I just hear it as destiny. I hear that they're on their path and they're like listening to messages. Since this is rebuild, perhaps they weren't listening to their intuition entirely in the past, but maybe they were like putting it off. But now, like at this point in time, they've definitely done the work to go with their intuition, or like go with the flow of things, if that makes sense. I feel like this is just like they're on their own path, and they're like getting more and more like on that path, or like more in tune with that path, if that makes sense. Kind of like if you're trying to like pick up messages from the universe, but your channel you're using is really like small, like your connection is really thin or something. That's like the vibe I would get. Basically what I'm saying is like they're like relying on intuition more. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they're seeking the truth. It's kind of like they're catching on to kind of like how the world is, how the universe is. Perhaps they're like understanding on a deeper level like how connected everything really is. I take this as like perhaps in the past this person, our divine masculines, maybe they thought nothing happened for a specific reason, or like coincidences do exist, but like now they're like, okay, I don't believe in coincidences anymore. Also 7 and 7, so like cool thing about that. Which, yeah. So, and like for some reason I connect that with these 3. I connect it with this because this is a chakra card, and 7 and 4 makes 11, and then another 7 and 4 makes 11, which is like a twin flame number thing, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I do know 11 and 11 is like pretty like significant. Anyways, yeah, I just see them as really learning a lot more. I feel like they're getting very spiritually in tuned, whether that's through nature or it's just like in their own physical world. They're just kind of understanding or like picking up more on like what they think about this world. It's like they're like kind of coming up with their own answers, which is like good, you know. It's called like meditating, deep thinking, reflection. I don't know what to call it. I call it seeking the truth, you know, finding your own answers for yourself. I feel like they have a lot of deep fears regarding the heart and regarding seeking the truth. Maybe they're still worried when seeking this truth, like maybe they're like wrong about it, or like maybe there is a trick to why they're like picking up on messages like through crown chakra and stuff. Maybe they're like thinking, I don't know, the darkest fears. It could be, since they're rebuilding, it could still just be like fears regarding like going into a new love. But I also just hear it as darkest fears just in general about like what they are trying to figure out about this world. If that makes sense. Ooh. Yeah, and then, but then like, there's a fork in the road. They've got these fears about approaching you perhaps, and then they also have like these dreams and wishes about approaching you, which I find it interesting. So it seems like they moved on from someone, and now they like have these dreams that they want to come true. One way I'm picking this up for some of you out there is that this is either about a breakup, or just maybe moving on from a previous version of themselves where like they needed to rebuild. This is like a tower moment card. I'm pretty sure this is the tower. So it's like they're moving on from that, and so like when moving on from a past life and going on to the next, it's kind of like all these dreams for what you see in the next one, which I think it's us, the divine feminines, you know. I think maybe this dream has to do with us. I gotta say, it is a 9 and this is a 9, and for me, I was born on the 9th, so I find this significant too. We got 2 7s and we got 2 9s. Yeah, pretty cool. So I feel that, yeah, and so like in terms of moving on from that past person, they're like, great, now this like dream I have like can come true. For some of you out there. And then over here with heart chakra, following their heart though, there's a lot of fears behind it. And so what happens is you get oldest 7 weeks, there's a fork in the road, you get helpless and hopeless, and you're like looking forward, you see what you want, but you're like, I can't get there because, well, there's like, it's right in front of you, but it's like, there's no path in front of you, if you can see that. But like, the truth is there are somewhat like longer, more challenging paths that you can take. You have to take one or the other, and whichever one you take, you can get to your destination. You get to choose what path you take. You will get wherever you are trying to go, because even if bad things happen, you can always rebuild and move on and like still go towards your dreams and your destination. But if you pursue your dreams off the bat, you know, you might find that there are more problems in general, but like there's problems with every path. There's always going to be challenges. But which path do you want to take? This is my advice to you, divine masculines, and to mine. But I'm trying to be unbiased here, because like I don't want to like tell anyone like do this, because like, you know, like from my perspective that definitely seems to like benefit me, because it's like, oh yeah, choose love, woo. But like seriously, my motto is choose love over fear every time. You cannot go wrong. And then like even when things go pretty bad, it's okay, because you grow from it and you learn from it and you rebuild. 1 and 6 add to 7, by the way, which make that 3 7s right there, and that equals 21, and I love 21. In the center of this all, let's see, where is this all going? That's interesting. I don't know how I did that. You are detaching from this turning away energy. Opportunity beckons. When I look at it, I see someone who there's like all this great potential, like infinite realities behind them, and they're like, it's just this like globe thing, this marble, whatever, it's just like too much to handle at the time. But in reverse, I hear it's like you're ready for it. And with detach, and it's an 11, with detach, I also hear that message of like, kind of like detaching from yourself, from your fears, and just going for it. That's kind of what I'm hearing, and I love this song. Woo! Okay, and some additional messages. This is the Wheel of Fortune. This is like good things happening, understanding cycles, finding fortune in any part of your life, during any cycle in your life, and reaching out. So I'm hearing as an overall outcome, perhaps reach out. When the cycle is right, when the cycle is best for you. You know, there's seasons, so seasons always change. Just go with the flow of your own, yeah, just go with your own flow, and go with the flow of the universe, whatever that feels for you. Yeah, because there's a whole lot of like, I had a feeling this was going to be more of the heavy stuff down here, and this was going to be like, oh yeah, this is what happened, and then it's like, ooh, you know, that's a challenge. And so with deep fears and dreams coming true, that's like, that can be very scary, and I'm just hearing to just face it all, detach from the idea of like being only one or the other, and face the reality that you are made up of both hopes and fears, and that they go together, and if you can mesh them together into one, that's how you take a straightforward path. So I hope that made sense. Now, this is for you guys, Divine Feminines, or, you know, maybe you were Divine Masculine. Yeah, or point is, for you, for everyone watching, this is for the person you're interested in, or this was about yourself. And then this next part will be like vice versa. I hope that made sense. So deck number 2. I love this song. I know this is my playlist. So, let's see what you're up to, Divine Feminines. So interesting. This deck, they always seem to like slide around onto places. I love it because it's like a slippery deck, and it's sharp. And like I kind of like cut my thumb a little bit every time, like with the corners and like my hand. Belonging, denial, self-worth, wow, wishing, loyalty, honesty, cycles, and confidence. So, I feel like, so with this, sorry, I feel like I finally get the grasp of what I'm doing. So this is really going to be focusing on that person you're thinking of, your Divine Masculine, or a soulmate, friend, whoever, whatever you feel the connection is for you. I'm hearing with rebuilding, how they feel about you is that you perhaps feel like home, you make them feel accepted, or perhaps they belong, because this is the belonging card. In terms of love, how they feel about you is, I'm just hearing they just feel not ready. Denial just means not ready yet. Maybe that's what they worry about. Honestly, what's scary is perhaps how honest they feel about you. I don't know. I'm gonna start up here first. I feel like they sort of, with moving on, they've realized more of their self-worth. Yeah, this is overall just, this really is just all about your Divine Masculine in some ways, so I'll just tell the messages how I hear them. So yeah, they've really learned to take more care of themselves, or like, value themselves more. I don't know, like their self-worth, like, in terms of moving on. I feel like, just maybe in the past, in their past life before rebuilding, so like, I don't know, it could have been yesterday, it could have been 3 weeks ago, who knows, but like, since this rebuilding process has been going on, they've been really realizing their self-worth, and so that with moving on comes with empowering yourself, and I find that really beautiful. They're seeking the truth, and I feel like they've got some wishes about what the truth is for them, and I feel like that, when they're being entirely honest about what their like wishes are, they're really afraid. Oops, they're really afraid of that for some reason. I'm hearing some dark fears really behind that. Maybe for some reason, they or you, however these messages resonate, are very afraid that, I don't know, that they can't be honest for some reason. In terms of dreams coming true, this is definitely a cycles thing. 7 times 3 multiplies to 21. So, I feel like they're worried at one point that maybe this honesty breaks, or maybe this trust is like too good to be true. But I'm hearing, and I'm gonna tell you right now, for at least for me, Orange Bird, if you ever like for some reason heard this, I feel like I'm pretty consistent with the dreams come true aspect. I like taking chances, so that's why I said that. But some other fun things: 3 times 7 is 21. 21 plus 9 is 30. I thought that was 40 for a second. Never mind, this is a lot less cool. No, I just forget what I was about to say. But yeah, I feel like even though it's like a scary process to make a choice, I feel like you are about to make one really soon. Divine masculines or divine feminines. This could also be that you're just confident that your divine masculine will be able to make a choice soon. That you believe in them and you just know it. And then there are some final parts about this. Using this deck. Okay. Well, that's gonna go. Yeah, I can go over here. Those ones go here.
I can see straight through the trees with the touch of my hand.
Oh wait, I'm supposed to only take one of each. So that works out. Okay. And then do my final deck. I really hope this video didn't cut out. It's okay if it did. In this tree, cause it's a fractal of me. Don't try to analyze the breeze. Records in your teeth. That's why I'm surfing over reefs. That's why I'm sleeping under teepees with my native culture. My hands are warm and my words are colder. I'm just a little girl walking through the forest. This one.
I'm just a little girl walking through the forest. I'm just a little girl walking through the forest.
This one. And this one. Well, it came out like that. And it's the 5 of Wands. So I'm interested about what that is going to be. Alright. 8 of Wands and Strength. They are building up courage to pursue whatever it is they want. This is regarding dreams, this is regarding moving on, this is regarding following their intuition. They're just like building up courage and strength within to really chase whatever this is that they desire. Over here we've got 8 of Cups and King of Cups. So this is an energy of 8 of Cups is like moving on from like it's like you move on from the past and you are looking towards the future. And King of Cups is like charging head on with those emotions. So I feel like they feel the fear and they're gonna go with honesty and just like pursue what they want to pursue anyways. In terms of rebuilding, synchronicities, everything just lined up with the 7 of Wands, and with the 9 of Wands, it's like now they're just putting in a lot of energy and effort into this rebuilding. Down here, where they are choosing to make a decision in this fork in the road, because they know they have to make a decision at one point, we get Ace of Cups in reverse, and then 7 of Cups. So 7 of Cups is like about choices. 8 of Cups is, the way I see it in this deck, is that it's like a release, an emotional release. So I'm hearing there is something they need to let out before they know exactly what they want to do with their heart. That's just the messages I get. 5 of Wands in reverse and Queen of Cups. I feel like conflict is coming to an end and they'll know where they want to share their heart with, who they want to share their heart with, sorry. But that could be where, this could be job, this could be work, school, it could be anything. So yeah, let me make sure the video did not just stop. Woo! It didn't! I'm really impressed. Good job, phone. So, yeah, I hope this made sense. If it didn't, let me know. I probably should have warned you guys with this new moon energy, the intentions I set, they are very specific. And I'm going to be honest, I did kind of write them with the intention of receiving messages, but this is mostly because I've been going through a very big period of like resting and meditating and realizing that like I need to start picking up more messages to help myself move forward on my spiritual journey. So I figured this was like a win-win situation because I really feel like his messages are also meant to resonate with those of you on my channel. So let me know if it resonated. I hope it did. This is gonna take me so much time to like put each 4 of the videos up. So I have to put this on the computer, and then I've gotta like delete it from my phone, then record, do the whole process. But anyways, yeah, I'm rambling. Sending love and light. This is the new moon energy. Peace out.